rounded the corner to the west wing. The lighted numbers above the doors indicated both elevators were stopped on the floor below us and heading down. "Let's take the stairs. It'll be faster." I was grateful that this forced exercise was down, not up. I glanced at Connie. With the naivete of youth, she now appeared more excited than anxious about whatever it was we faced. When we reached the basement, we joined the smattering of people trickling into the large meeting room. I didn't know most of them since they usually left before I arrived in the morning. Charlie Anderson stood at the far end of the room, urging everyone to take a seat. Charlie is about my age and a registered nurse who rose up through the ranks to be the ER manager. Tall and lanky, with a dry sense of humor, he's also a great person in a crisis, having worked in war zones prior to coming to Madrona Bay. I was relieved to see him in charge. "Come on, people," Charlie called out. "No time for chit-chat." The urgency in his voice rippled through the group, and we quickly gave him our full attention. "The State Patrol has notified us there's been a multi-vehicle pileup on Snoqualmie Pass." My stomach roiled. Oh God, anything but that. I swallowed hard, forcing myself to stay seated, concentrating on the present, not the past. "It sounds like black ice turned I-90 into a skating rink. We don't know the total number of casualties, but it's high. The worst will be airlifted to Harborview. The next worst will go to Overlake. Then what's left will be sent to us. The best guess is we could get 30 to 50 victims in the next hour." We listened in stunned silence. 30 to 50 victims? In an hour? We were a 200-bed community hospital. Our ER would have injured people stacked in the halls, and ancillary services such as radiology and the lab would be inundated. "We can do this," Charlie said, his voice calm, his determined gaze scanning the room. Then he smiled. "OR, your docs are already en route for this morning's surgeries. Cancel your schedules, but tell the urgents to wait. Maybe we can fit 'em in later in the day. Who's here from 2 West and 3 West? Several nurses raised their hands. "Good. I need a free bed count in the next 10 minutes. Housekeeping. We need a full moon Saturday night's worth of supplies in the ER in the next 15 minutes. That broke the tension, and everyone chuckled, knowing how busy Saturday nights are anyway, even without the lunacy factor. "Any questions?" Charlie looked expectantly at the group, then clapped his hands. "Okay, let's do it. Rob, you come with me." I nodded, then shoved the disaster manual at Connie. "Take this to the main lobby," I said hurriedly. "Everything you need is in here. Find a phone to call social services. They'll help with victims' families. Then call human resources for backup. Then snag some volunteers in case we need runners for something." Connie nodded, her eyes wide with tension. "It'll be fine, just like Charlie said." I patted her shoulder. "Everything you need is in the manual, okay?" She nodded again. "I'm going to the ER. Call me if you need anything." I watched her blend into the crowd moving quickly out the door. 1 floor up, I caught Charlie as he strode down the long hallway toward the reception desk and ambulance entrance. Double-timing it, I followed him past supply, special treatment, and staff rooms on one side, and exam rooms on the other. We dodged people rushing with supplies, calling and shouting to each other as they raced to prepare for the worst. "This is a nice way to start the week," I quipped. Charlie snorted. "Yeah, right." "How can I help?" "Call the family practice docs from the clinic, and the PAs. I'm hoping most of the victims sent here will be T's and R's," he said, referring to treating and releasing rather than admitting patients to the hospital. We reached the front desk. Charlie opened a cupboard and pulled out his disaster manual. Actually, his was divided into 2 very thick volumes.